You are watching Market Watch, the brief overview of the key events from the world of finance. Today is the first day of winter, which means that 11 months have already passed. The last 2 months of this year have been very busy and important. Moreover, December has every chance to become even more interesting. But let's start not with the cryptocurrency market, but with oil, because yesterday OPEC+, as a result of difficult negotiations, agreed to extend restrictions on oil production and export until March 2024. There was no significant reduction in oil production quotas, so investors ignored this decision and continued selling black gold. Thus, American-grade WTI oil collapsed by $4, having fixed below $76. But the key level for the cartel is the price of $80 per barrel. Figuring out why oil is declining, especially given the record growth in stocks on the U.S. stock market since 2022, it may seem that someone is manipulating the market. But in fact, everything is much simpler. Firstly, there is no significant oil shortage, and secondly, the risk of a slowdown in the U.S. economy in the first quarter of 2024 is increasingly being discussed, which will definitely not lead to an increase in the deficit. And with all this, the current price level is higher than the average for the last 5 or even 8 years. Perhaps you still have fresh memories in your memory when oil was trading above $120 per barrel. But we should not forget that for a long time it was trading in the range of $35 to $65 per barrel, which is significantly lower than today's levels. And now let's move on to gold, which still manages to stay close to the $2,040 per ounce mark. Recall that the resistance area of $2,040 to $2,050 remains an important obstacle for buyers. Only a breakthrough and fixing of quotations above it will allow us to count on further growth and updating of the historical maximum. To implement this scenario, it is necessary to confirm the slowdown in the U.S. economy, which in turn will indicate the Fed's readiness not only to complete the current rate hike cycle, but also to begin lowering it in the first half of 2024. And now we return to the cryptocurrency market, which has received another batch of positive news. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is starting to line up companies that will be granted permits to create an investment fund. This is indicated by the beginning of the public discussion of the application from the investment company Franklin Templeton, which was supposed to begin no earlier than January 1st. Investors perceive this as a signal that the Commission is ready to speed up the process of issuing permits, but there is no excitement in the cryptocurrency market. The demand for Bitcoin above 38,000 remains restrained, because there is still quite a long time before the appearance of the first exchange-traded investment fund, during which many events can happen. That's all I have. Follow the news carefully and be prepared for all the surprises of the market.